Today we are going to Tanpopo, arguably the best ramen restaurant you can find in Athens, Greece. We booked a table for two, and as it started raining, I guess that's the best comfort food we could ever get. Kimchi is usually staying in a jar for a couple of months or a lot of months and becomes fermented. This one looks like it's spiced up and kinda freshly served because it's very crunchy. A bit spicy, I will say, for Greek standards at least. The cucumber serves very well because after all the spiciness, it's like a burst of freshness in the mouth when you bite it, and it's big pieces that you can bite and they explode in your mouth. So I always like to try plain rice, especially in an Asian restaurant. I consider it like a very basic food that if you can't cook it properly, you shouldn't have an Asian restaurant, I guess. Like if you hear about sushi chefs, when somebody new goes to a sushi place to train to become a cook, like a sushi chef, the sticky rice, that's more difficult than this one, I guess. But they stay touching only rice for a year or two sometimes. This one is actually perfect. And it has furikake on top. It's a very classic seasoning for rice. Furikake is supposed to have some dried fish as well. And here I can't really taste it, to be honest. So next up I will try the fried chicken.
It's the best thing I ate this year.
Okay, this year? The chicken is nicely cooked and the sauce is very good. I think the sauce they make it here. They make it from scratch, I guess. They mix ingredients, probably. Because it doesn't have something distinguished. Like it's not sweet and sour, it's not barbecue. The chicken is nicely cooked, but it's not as tender, I guess, as I would like it to be. It has some parts that are a bit chewier. Anyways, yeah. So the gyozas are perfectly cooked, crunchy down here. The dough is very soft on the top, steamed and fried as they're supposed to be. And the inside is very juicy when you bite it. It's amazing actually. It's one of the best gyozas I had. Gyozas are like 10 out of 10. So the pork is very slow cooked and it's very tender, super tender. I think it's a bit weird that they didn't torch it with flames on top. It's a bit weird, but other than that, it tastes perfectly. The broth is phenomenal, one of the best ones I've ever tried. And I like the noodles a lot. They're cooked perfectly, like a little bit of al dente. It's one of the best bowls of ramen that I ever had, I think. My favorite ramen place used to be Zuzuto Ramen. If I have to compare the two, I have to say that Zuzuto Ramen has way larger portions, and to be honest, when you go for ramen, the portions are crazy huge most of the time. So there Zuzuto wins, I guess, but the quality of the noodles here is outstanding. I think they are the best handmade noodles I've ever tried, and perfectly cooked as well. So Tanpopo wins the quality just for a tiny bit better than Zuzuto Ramen, but for quantity Zuzuto is still the king. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.